show is brought to you by the Black Business School, the #1 black wealth institution on earth. To learn how to invest in the stock market for free, please visit firstshareofstock.com. That's firstshareofstock.com. And that link is at the top line of the description box. You got my personal recommendation on that. firstshareofstock.com.
You know what's so sad? And I'm gonna say this, and I don't care. You know, white actors and white comedians can get away with so much more. You know, Robert Downey Jr., a known junkie. You know, he can go get in a rehab, get out, and be on TV. He Iron Man. You know what I'm saying? Charlie Sheen, he did all the stuff that he did. That could not have been a black man to do what he had done and still be able to work. We are held to a whole nother standard, even with the Bill Cosby. Am I saying what he did was right, wrong, or indifferent? I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is that those people were consensual at the time. Bill was very powerful. And I'm not saying it was right or wrong or anything, but what I am saying is that if he were white, would have come out differently? Would he be in jail if that was a white person who had done the things that they allegedly said Bill did? I'm just saying.
Good point.
Yeah, that was actually my next question for you. I was going to ask you about Bill Cosby. you jumped ahead of the game, but I'll kind of add to it. Do you think it's coincidence that a lot of times you see, you know, when these black male entertainers, actors, athletes get to a certain level, it seems like these sexual allegations start to come back from their past? Do you think it's coincidence, or do you think that it's the powers that be, as they call it, you know, trying to destroy these men's legacies?
Well, what we know it to be is it's a form of control. So what they do in Hollywood is they feed you with your pleasures. You like little boys, we're gonna give you all the little boys you want. You like a lot of cocaine, you want crystal meth, you want this, you like young girls, you like to do this and that. We're gonna give it to you all. We're gonna give everything that you like and do it in secret. And we're gonna keep your secret until you discover that I don't want to do this anymore. I want to clean myself up. I don't want to do this and stuff. Oh no, we own you, nigga. You're gonna do what we say do until we tell you not to do it. And if you rebel against us, we're going to bring out all of your deep, dark secrets, and then we're going to ruin you. It's like when they did that to Dave Chappelle. People don't really understand. Dave never got the original $50 million. Nobody knows that. He didn't get that money because the deal was that whatever those Dave Chappelle tapes made, he was to get half. It was a 50-50 deal. Yeah. Those tapes made they're the highest selling DVDs of all time. They made $500 million. So when they went to collect his money, they were like, oh, no, we're just going to give you 50%. He was like, no, that's not the deal. And so they went to discredit him. And that's what they do. You know, even in Katt Williams, Katt and I hung out when he was going through all of that controversy. And I saw it firsthand. And it's so hard because when you get to that iconic level, like when Dave left, he left and went to Africa. People said, oh, he was on drugs. It wasn't that. He didn't want to watch the news. He didn't want to see it on TV. He wanted to hear it on the radio. He just needed to go and think. And they don't have our stuff TV over there. So he didn't have to deal with all of that. But when you're in a Katt Williams or Kevin Hart, or even now a Tiffany Haddish and stuff, where you going to go back and work at? You can't go back and work at Chick-fil-A. What the fuck you going to do? You can't go work at the car wash and stuff. What are you going to do? So you make your deal, you know, and with the powers that be, and hope it don't hurt. Just hope it don't hurt.
Let me ask you this, because you were right in there with Lunel, Melanie Camacho, queens that we've had on this show, Adele Givens, Monique, all of the heavy hitters, and you were right there with them before them, right there ready to hit it. But it seems like you didn't get to the stature that these sisters did when it comes to fame. I'm not talking about, you know what I mean, life. I'm talking about fame. Why is that, in your opinion?
It ain't over.
It ain't over. Word.
It ain't over. Let them go on through. And I can see all the mistakes they've made or all the positivity. Linnell and I are best friends. She toured. I'm happy for her. I love it. She is my inspiration to keep moving. You know, she's a lot older than me. Not a lot. Oh, she's going to kill me. But she's older than me. But my thing is that she inspires me to keep moving, to keep going, to know that I can get there because she's getting there. So I don't look at it like I haven't made it. I look at it sometimes, no, doesn't mean know you forever. It just means no, not you right now. That's all it means. And then I took myself out of the business for about almost 7 years because I moved to Texas, in Dallas, Texas in 2004 to do radio. And I was on the radio for about 3 years. I still be on the radio because I was great. We were great on the radio. We took the station from a .09 to a 2.4 in less than 2 years. And that is unheard of in radio. We just got caught up in the syndication thing between Steve and Ricky and Tom at the time. And the owner just wanted a bigger name. And he really wanted Steve Harvey on the station. And that's the only thing. We hadn't done nothing wrong. We had an amazing show, and they just did that, and we just got caught up in that. So, and then I understand I was married. I'm trying to be normal and have a life and a husband. And when I should have, after those 3 years, hightail my ass back here to LA. So everybody that I was ahead of in that 7-year span gone went ahead of me. So, one thing about Hollywood, 1 week out of Hollywood is like a year.
Yeah.
And so to be gone 7 years and to come back and say, hey, y'all remember me? The audience had changed. The promoters had changed. The clubs had changed. The powers that be, the people that book. So I really had to start over. And when I went home, I didn't want to come back home. I have a love-hate for LA. I love it and hate it at the same damn time. I love the sunshine. Like today is 97 degrees. I love that you can go to the beach in the snow in the same day. I love the hustle. I just don't like the fakery. I don't like the all that. And then living in the South for so long, I had gotten used to Southern hospitality, where people speak to you no matter what you're driving. People speak to you whether you've been on a show or sitcom or not, that people were just genuine. And you come back to LA and nobody wants to fuck with you. Nobody wants to speak. Nobody wants to say hi because you ain't this or you ain't that, or you ain't a size 10, with a long weave and all this other stuff or whatever. So I had gotten away from that. So to come back, but what God told me, he said, you got to go back. He said, and it's going to be a fight. And because you got to get your place back, or you got to get back in it. And it's going to be a fight because they're going to try to block you. And I said, why, God? Because I have helped them all. He said, just get in the fight. I got you. Just get in the fight. And so that's what I've been doing. Just trying to get not even my place back, but just to get back in, just because I love what I do.
Or
Queens. I'm happy for my girls.
No, don't.
Going back to Katt Williams real quick. In your opinion, why do you think that he kind of took a hiatus from what he's doing? I'm sure he's doing things here and there, but he kind of took himself out of the public light, as of late. Why do you think that is, in your opinion?
To see this interview in its entirety, make sure you guys go to the top line of the description box and sign up for channel memberships. You get unseen videos like this. Also, you'll get an opportunity to ask one of our guests a question when we do interviews just like this one. We got a lot more where that came from. The link is at the top line of the description box. Sign up for channel memberships right now.